conversations with you, Hope Nation. Are we really taping?
We tape it. Hey, I've seen the count.
Okay.
You want me to check again?
Yes, please. We're very, we've been having so many technical glitches, trying to bring you guys great content, and it's, it's what it is. It's like electronigy. Is that even a word?
No.
What am I having? Electronigy.
Adultness.
Yeah, I knew that was a word.
No, grownness.
Grown upness. Something like that.
Yeah.
Electronigy. What am I saying? Oh, basically it's like technology and electric combined. Whatever. Technology. Electronigy. Well, basically that's what I'm feeling right now, like this. Everything. We were taping. We had a great show on Anchor. We thought we were filming for you on YouTube, and guess what? Nothing was happening. So we're gonna come right back to you, and we're just gonna go over some highlights of what we talked about, and then I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna direct you to the Anchor app, or Spotify, or Apple, or Blueberry, or who else? We're on everything: Pocket Cast, Google Play, Stitcher, every major podcast and places I've never even heard of. When I Google Front of Your Pocket Conversations with Hope Nation, it comes up. So you can tune in, you can see it. Even other people carry the YouTube video. So I'm happy about that. Thank you all for sharing, liking. A lot of you have not subscribed. Please subscribe. Please. I need the numbers to go up on subscription, because everybody's seeing it in different places, and I'm not getting the credit for it, and that's okay. But as long as you subscribe to the page, that really helps me out. And share it. I don't care. I'm not funny about it. I want you to share it. Like y'all share everything else on social media. I see the damnedest things on social media, except for myself. Hello. But I know y'all there, because when I see you in the street, people are talking about the podcast to me. People are talking to other people about it. It's coming back to me. So people are sharing and talking about it. So just let me know. It helps me out. I'm not asking you for no money yet. Just a simple little like. So basically we talked about humility, and I made up a quote going into the show, and the quote goes a little something like this. Humility is a seat you will sit in, or a floor you will fall on. Your attitude will determine which you will be assigned to. With that being said, your attitude is everything. Everybody's going to be humbled. Everybody's going to be humiliated. You will not go through this life not feeling humiliated. Someone somewhere is going to say you did something wrong to them. You made them feel bad. You didn't do this right. That's all a part of the human experience on earth. You're going to be humbled. You're going to be forced to look at yourself, to really look at yourself, and to say, maybe I could have did that differently. Maybe I have to say, I'm sorry. Maybe I have to apologize. Maybe I have to change. So that's what humility is. And today, Wendy Williams, and this is what we talked about, she had one of those big plates of humble pie she had to eat and like it. And she talked about living in a sober home for a long time. I don't know, it was a long time, weeks, months, whatever. But she is now living in a sober home and has a 24-hour sober coach. Very Hollywood, because we can't. I can't afford somebody following me around all day long, and I wouldn't like it. So shout out to her, because this person doesn't leave your side. They even sit outside the bathroom when you go to the bathroom. So it's like having like a portable jail, or a portable CO. Yeah, exactly. So the fact that she's doing that is, a big girl thing. It's a very grown thing, because the name of this episode is "What is Grown?" What does grown mean? And this is episode 11, and we're going to get into it with Around the Way with May. What is a sober home?
So a sober home is also called like a group home. So
a group home? She is too young for a group home. She met a halfway house.
Oh, no, I see. Halfway house. Oh, God.
I couldn't
I didn't down like group.
She's too grown. Yeah, her honey's here now. She on.
I was on my A game.
Spring fever.
So it's like it's a halfway house, and basically, I lost my thought.
let me help
Okay,
you.
okay, I got
You
it.
know?
I got it.
You mama?
So basically, it's like after your 90 days
Mm-hmm.
in like an inpatient facility.
Or 30 days. It depends on what you do. 30, 60, 90, depending upon your insurance or your money.
And so you go in this house. They have rules and regulations.
Curfews.
A curfew. But you're able to go in and out. So you get to go to work. Whatever you got to take care of, you can do that.
Before the curfew.
Yes, and then I guess lights out, doors locked. And then however long it takes you to overcome your addiction or whatever you're going through.
Well, however long your insurance or your pockets can afford.
Right.
Be clear. Because if that's the case, I'm going to go check into a sober home myself. That sounds like pretty much fun. You don't have to worry about living or paying a mortgage, right? No, I'm just joking. But, yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And then I guess you talk to peers, your peers.
You go to group. You go to group counseling. That's a big part of any sobriety program is counseling. Individual family group therapy, psychoanalysis, psychotherapy, drug testing. Clearly, it's a big undertaking, and it's really big if you have a job and a kid and bills that got to be paid. It's no days off, so it's very supportive. Very supportive of for somebody that has a need, like Wendy Williams, who gets driven to and fro, and her bills can, pretty sure she has a personal assistant, an accountant. Her son is in college, her husband. It sounds really hard, and it's probably very hard for her, but it'd be harder for someone like us who life goes on. You can't stop. If you miss a mortgage payment, you can't say, oh, call my accountant. Everything is on you. So it will look very different for someone who isn't a celebrity or someone who isn't affluent, to afford. So, how do you feel about it? Do you think that is, a good idea?
Yeah, I guess it shows strength. Not everyone can. Some people just live in the misery that they're in.
Yeah.
But she's taking a step to change, so I guess that's a good thing.
She being grown, right?
Yeah.
It's grown from business right there. How you feel about this?
Without having that in-home person.
Well, she's not in her home. She's actually living in a home.
She's living in. Oh, she's living in her home.
I knew you didn't get it. He wasn't here for the first episode.
Yeah, I mean, whatever it takes to get you back right. So, I guess that was big of her to do that. So that's good.
Yeah.
Well, you already know how I feel. You got to do what you got to do in order to overcome the addiction.
That's right.
Big facts.
Tracy, Rashad, thoughts?
I think it's good for her to have made that decision, but I think it makes it smoother to have the money.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like a concierge service almost for somebody who has an addiction problem, opposed to someone who just has to go to rehab and then there's no after that for them. But I think her making the decision was good for her.
Especially making it public.
That's
And
right.
that's not
Before
easy.
Hardy and TMZ broke the story, we also talked about that. Do I seem low energy? I'm not. I'm just sad because we have some really dope content that you didn't get a chance to see. And he's looking at me with these sad puppy eyes because he was in charge of taping. And every time I put the brand manager in charge of taping, either it's a fingerprint on the screen or we're not taping. So he is like really batting 1,000 here on some of the mishaps. So I forgive you. I'm being grown right now, and I forgive you because the end of the day, I don't have to have any help. I don't have to have them sitting here. I don't have to have this set up. I'm very grateful, and this was a very humbling experience.
Well,
and my little humility sat me in this nice little chair. That's right.
Yes.
It's a two-way street. So I forgive him. Whatever. I wish you could have saw it. It was so damn good. So when we move, Wendy Williams, like we talked about, if you listen to the audio, she's growing up. You know, you can grow up at any age. Growing up doesn't happen, oh, I'm 25, I'm grown, I'm 35, I'm 40. You can grow up at 60. You know, right now I got a dad who needs to grow up, and he's almost 70. You know what I'm saying? So you can do growing up at any age. You know,
I grew up at 50.
see? You just got to grow up. Grown isn't an age. It isn't, I'm 18, oh, I'm 21, nobody can tell me what to do, but yet and still, everybody's paying your bills for you, you ain't even got a bill, like, you know, that's not grown. But being grown is actually taking care of business, whether it's taking care of your family, whether, you know, you're just doing that. That may be of service, you know, not really working. I knew a guy, we know a family friend, who his job was to take care of his family. But at the end of the day, you got to be grown, because those people move on, and where does that leave you? So take care of your business. So shout out to Wendy Williams for taking care of business. You're going to see big changes for her in the next, I want to say, 3 to 5 years. A very different person than the person that we came to love from KISS FM, High 97. She's going to be totally different. Her station down in Philly she worked on, she's not going to be that shock jock. She's going to be a softer, I should say, pinker Wendy, because you have to be. Because when you get into spirituality, you know that talking down on people isn't going to uplift you. It actually brings your energy down. It brings you down. You know, you have to constantly uplift people, have to be more positive, and you're going to see her going in a more positive direction moving forward, because that's going to be a part of her sobriety. All right? So just mark my words. I've been known to be right about some things. I think I'm right about that. So now we're going to move into Tam Tips. She's going to give you some DM etiquette, also some pricing information, etiquette, and all that kind of stuff. She's the etiquette queen when it comes to the workplace. Clap it up for Tam Tips, Tam Tips, Tam Tips.
Okay. So I get a lot, well, not a lot, but I get a few DMs asking how much, and I am encouraging you all to please use the link in the bio. It will give you the price, it'll give you how it happens, what you gotta do, when you gotta do it. The information is there. A lot of times when you ask one question in the DM, it goes into another question, and another question, and another question, when you could have got all that information in the amount of time or less that it took you to write them out to send to me in the DM. So please, please, please use the website to get any information. If you do not see your question answered, by all means, please send me a DM, send me an email or whatever else. Leave it in the comments. I don't have a problem answering the question.
For those people who don't have Instagram, please give them the website.
The website. So it is www.the-tam-experience.com. Everything is spelled the way it's supposed to be spelled. There's no extra letters or none of that.
All regular spelling, not resumes with a Z.
No, there's none of that. And then the other thing that I spoke about was pricing. I don't get it too often, but I do get the question or the reluctance about the pricing. So my pricing, I did market research. I'm in the tri-state, well, we are in the tri-state area, so my prices are based off of the tri-state area.
Which is expensive.
Right. But my most expensive package at $380 is less than my competitor's one resume. So one resume at a competitor costs you more than $400. No cover letter, no LinkedIn, no nothing extra. You might maybe get a 15 to 20 minute consultation to go over your career goals, but that's really about it. Whereas with my highest package, you get your cover letter, resume, reference pages, full LinkedIn profile, completely redone, plus a couple extra freebies that I throw in there so that you'll know how to properly resign or follow up after an interview or whatever those types of things. So please, and because it's just so, and don't ask for nothing for free, because that's not gonna happen either.
But she did say on the other
Yes.
show that the prices, there's wiggle room with
There is
pricing,
wiggle room.
but you have to, give it up because she's giving you concrete, fixed pricing. It's not Jamaican restaurant pricing. It's not the Chinese sneaker store pricing where, it's the prices based upon how you look. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta respect someone who has a fixed price. And then there's wiggle room. But since there's a fixed price and there is no price on there that says free 99. Okay? All
Well,
right.
I do have the thank you guide, which is free. But other than that, everything else you need to pay for.
It's done.
But you could also do a deposit. Like, there are things, it's on the website. Just
Go to the website. Give them the
Yeah.
website again.
www.tam-experience.com. And if you do have LinkedIn, all you gotta do is tap the link in the bio, and there are several options there. TAM site is the second one. You can tap that, or you can go to the first one, which is our most popular package, which is a cover letter, resume, and reference page. So please go. Please.
Go to the website. All right? Because you're pissing all off. Oh, man. But, like I said before, we know that Instagram is a marketplace. It's turned into a marketplace. It has made people very, very rich, and we're happy about that. And so the culture normally is to hit somebody in the DM. He sells cars off of Instagram all the time, and he has a website, but people don't use it because that's what millennials do. They don't use websites anymore. Just like no one uses AOL email address anymore, but I do. Right? Because it dates me. I use AOL, Gmail, but I love my AOL. I actually tried to get to my Yahoo the other day, but I forgot the code. Anyway, the password. Didn't get into them. But anyway, so even though the culture is to go to the DM, respect people who have websites because they pay a lot of money for websites. I had a website. I haven't had a website in a good little while because I do most of my stuff off of the DM. But there are certain places that don't want to DM you. They don't want to DM from you. So just, follow protocol.
For me, I don't know about other businesses that are on Instagram that want you to use their website. But for me, it is way more time efficient if you just do that.
Actually, give them your IG.
What is it? @resumes.by.tam.
Got it? TAM. TAM.
TAM.
All right? So hit her up. She can help you get yourself together so you can get a job. She's a job coach. She's a coach.
And my success rate is pretty substantial.
Ooh, pop
talk
the
your
collars.
Just so you know.
Talk your talk.
Dust the shoulders off, pop the collars. So check her out. She, she's not only the president, she's also a client herself. And she does pretty well. Okay? So, this is a grown episode, and so I'm going to go around. Next, everybody, what's the most grown-up thing you've done today? Rashad? AR for Prez on Instagram. Besides losing all my footage, what's the most
I wasn't
grown-up?
grown up. That was kidding. Paid the bill.
He paid the bill. That's why he thought he was taping, because he was so upset he had to pay that bill. Tracy.
I went to work. That's pretty grown up. 'Cause my work day is not that simple, okay? We start at 5:15.
All right. Look,
Okay.
I don't know who she arguing with, but
I'm just saying, that is
work
so
is a grown thing. We know
Yes.
that. Rihanna taught us that. Work. Mom.
I went to therapy.
And she got her therapy on. It didn't look like it worked, but she went.
No, it did work. That's why I was hurting so much today.
She's still recovering from spine fusion surgery. It has been a long recovery.
For everybody.
And it's still going on.
You
Lord.
got almost a year to go.
Oh, Lord. That's the most grown up thing I've done today. No, it's not. Yesterday, I did something real grown. I decided, last week I went and saw a psychiatrist. And then I followed with my psychotherapist. I used my good insurance card. Thank you very much. And I went, and she was the psychotherapist. Okay? It was like I was on a Lifetime movie. I don't know. It was like Punks. Ashton Kutcher was there, but he didn't come out. It was crazy. The S word was flying, the F word was flying, the D word was flying, and I don't mean damn. It was like more like Eggplantville. It was crazy. I was sitting there. It was 15 minutes late, the session started. I was there on time. And then she talked for 38 minutes out of the 45-minute late session. Okay? So you do the math on that. She needed me more than I needed her. God sent me there for a reason. I had no idea it was going to be for her. And then I was also going to have to pay $15 copay to listen to my therapist rant and rave about her life. But I am blessed that I was there for her, because who knows what she would have done if she didn't meet me yesterday. I'm not there. I don't know if she was at her wit's end. It seemed like she was, So I thank Yahweh for being there and, and helping her through her situation. And I'm gonna go back one more time, not because I'm gonna say this, but because I just want to make sure that this is, her character. And if it's her character, then I have to move on. But if it's just one of those things where she's just having a meltdown and I just happen to be there, because that can happen, I want to know that too. So stay tuned. But definitely, I'm gonna go back next week. Okay, so. And, like I told y'all before, if you listen to the audio, won't be here on Wednesday. This is actual Tuesday taping. I'm so Hollywood. I'm taping a day earlier because I have some things to do, some other grown-up stuff that I'll tell you about next week, and just send prayers. Other than that, being grown, like I said, is not an age, but it is financially grown, spiritually grown, mentally grown, and did I say physically grown? Probably not, because we don't think of being grown as a physical thing. When girls, you get big butts and breasts. That's when you think you're grown. That usually happens when you're not grown and you don't know what to do with that stuff. So physically grown is taking care of your health. You know what I'm saying? Because if you have health insurance, there's no reason why you're sitting around being sick, feeling aches and pains, not getting bloods run every year, not going to get your pap smears or your mammograms or whatever, especially if you got family history of, cancer and things of that nature. Take care of yourself. There's things going on in your body you may not have any idea. You may be thinking that something is wrong with you, but it might just be a physical thing wrong with you that you don't know about. So please get yourself checked out. And on the flip side of that, if you're not mentally well, you can cause yourself to be physically ill as well. So those things go hand in hand. It all works together. So please take care of yourself on every front. It don't make no sense looking all good and on the outside and being raggedy on the inside. It's like having gold diamond grills on the top of some raggedy teeth. You don't want to do it. Okay? Your mouth gonna stink and they gonna fall out your face. So, but that's like just a metaphor for life. It's all gonna fall apart if you don't take care of it. And Wendy Williams is showing us what happens when things fall apart. You gotta work your way back up. You gotta rebuild. So do what you gotta do. Okay? Did I make myself clear? Or this is my favorite. One of my favorite sayings that I made up. Somebody will make you do it. If you won't do it for yourself, somebody gonna make you do it. That's like thinking you ain't gonna pay that bill, and then they start garnishing your check. Somebody gonna make you do it. Okay, so don't wait for somebody else to make you do it, because when they make you do it, it's not gonna be a convenience to you. But when you can do it and make your own decisions, you can make your own appointments. You can schedule things the way you want to, but don't wait. Don't stop letting things pile up and getting overwhelmed. Do it. Okay, drive yourself crazy. Trust me, I know. So, was that a word? Yeah. So, thank you. So, I want to give a big, big, big happy birthday shout out to Around the Way with May May, who's turning 23 on March 23. And happy birthday, May May. Happy birthday, May May. Happy birthday. Now I'm gonna switch it up. Birthday kids, love birthday kids, boom, birthday kids, love birthday kids, boom, birthday kids, love birthday kids, boom. That's why we love May May. It's your birthday, holla. And that song, happy birthday, that song was written by London. We miss our Mayor of Hope Nation and our Deputy Mayor of Hope Nation, Damaris and Princess Tyler. That song was written for the kids. It is a published song, and it is published with the Library of Congress. I'm happy to report. That's right. That song is registered. Okay, so we own that song. We can sing that song, and nobody ain't gonna sue us. Happy birthday! Yay! So, all of our birthday people, May May, Famous, Wanda. March 23rd is a hell of a day.
It is.
It owns some good people on that day, okay? There's a great person here. We celebrate her every day. She is a little spoiled. She's a little hard-headed, but she is our May May from around the way. All right? So, Moose, I wanted to ask you something.
You forgot.
No, I didn't forget. How was your day?
My day was cool.
I just want to check in before we check out. Give me a one-word answer to describe how you're feeling or how your day was.
You want an honest answer? How was it today? It was stressful today.
Right, that's grown.
Yeah, it was stressful today.
That's a grown-up thing. So how did you manage the stress? What was your safety plan? You said,
You just gotta not stress so much. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
You know, that's it. So
learning that there's nothing you can do about it.
yeah, so that's it. You know, tomorrow's another day.
Hallelujah.
You know,
Hallelujah.
yeah, that's it. Just it is what it is.
Yeah.
We figure it out.
We're gonna get it done.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here.
No problem.
Appreciate you.
I had to rush. I had to speed home on 80. I was doing like a buck.
No, you wasn't. Anyway, I'm gonna shout out to somebody that everybody knows I don't really like, but I kind of am liking a song really much. That's not right. 2 CHAINZ. I like that Ariana Grande
Other
song.
sample that, yeah.
Yeah, what's the other song I like? Because I haven't did a song review, an album review in a long time, so I just want to let you know what we listening to. I'm listening to 2 CHAINZ through him. What's the other song I like? I'm gonna buy some diamonds with. I'm gonna buy some diamonds. I'm gonna buy with the guy I love.
Girl's best friend with top
Ooh,
dollar.
oh yeah, it has a very Cali feel. She love it.
Which one did you change album? Which one
It's another album that came out.
You didn't tell me
I
about
feel
it.
like.
You did. I told you.
All right, wait a minute. We're filming.
Definitely did.
All right, but it is another album that you'll get credit for. There's somebody else that we're listening to. Somebody else dropped an album that was okay. What was it?
Recent?
Yeah, like the last month. I feel like it was a guy. No? Well, I didn't listen to Solange's album. I heard a couple of songs off of it. It was kind of, what's the word? Experimental. Did you listen to Solange?
I listened to it.
Yeah, it was like experimental. People were saying it was like drug music.
Yo, I was like, it's like you get high music.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, yo.
Yeah, I didn't really hear the whole thing.
It was too lax. That thing is right. She
Shout
got
out
a catchy song with Gucci Mane that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give it a whirl. Shout out to Solange. Shout out to anybody putting out dope art, dope content. You do what you do. I am loving Trippie Redd has a song with somebody else that I like. Wow. Oh, Tory Lanez, Trippie Redd. That song is dope, right? Yeah. Melly, we're liking Melly and A Boogie with a Hoodie, but if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I was Team Melly for a very long time. Get a chance, listen to her Angie Martinez interview. It was very, again, mental health is so important. She really was going through some things during that interview. She accidentally shot her friend or whatever, but she had to tell her story. It was rough for her, and you can physically see the physiological response that she was having to the question. She was shaking. It was very dramatic, but check her out. I like her. I like Melly a lot. So those are just my picks right now. And I never thought I would say it on air, but I do like the 2 Chainz song. It got some weak bars, but it's very catchy. So I'm just got to be true to myself, you know. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Huh?
He's not a bar person.
He's not a bar person. He's like a character, right?
I like him because he loves his mother.
That's right. You like that other song? What's the song? Oh, wait a minute. How much time do we have? I want to get into this really quick. Okay, we got 2 minutes to spare. Whoa. What's the song? Mama for the $. The song. I just want to make my mama proud. She loves that song. I love that song. It's 2 Chainz, YG, and Offset. Okay? So, anyway, I want to get into it real quick. We watched the barbershop episode with Meek Mills, and speaking of 2 Chainz, who loves his mama, and Meek Mills said he doesn't owe anybody anything, and I was highly offended. I'm not even his friend or anybody, and he was, and they were saying like if it's an auntie that used to babysit you, or an aunt that gave you encouraging words, why should you have to give her any money? Like, why should you have to do anything? Why not? If you got endless money to spend and blow it on certain things, why wouldn't you pay homage to people that actually uplifted you along the way? That's like, that was a very selfish thing he said, but then 2 Chainz and LeBron James jumped in, because it was like one of those things like, LeBron just brought his mother a house, 2 Chainz had just brought his mother a car, and it kind of made him look really stupid.
Yeah,
So
he sound crazy.
yeah, he did.
And he just got out of jail.
Right.
Because somebody helped him.
Right.
So I think you say you don't owe.
People with no jobs was out in front of the court. They probably had warrants. They had signs that could have went to jail for him and stuff. So I was very, he hasn't been like one of his favorite person because he hasn't interviewed that well. And I know he's closed off, and I spoke about this before. But when he said that, I was like, I don't like that. So Meek Mills, work on that, okay? You don't have to give everybody money, but if an aunt or a cousin or a friend's mother let you sleep in their house, you gotta help people. And I know you probably didn't mean it, but it just sounded like something slick to say at the time. But yeah, work on that. And that's grown.
Right.
How did you feel about that news? Because he actually put me onto the interview.
Nah, yeah. It did sound a little crazy.
And he's his favorite rapper.
Yeah, it did sound crazy. He probably didn't help a lot of people since he and his family since he did get on.
Sure
He's been in the game for a minute. And sometimes I guess you feel
like when it's enough is enough.
Yeah, enough is enough. So that could be a reason why he said it, but it just didn't come off right. Like you don't own
You
nobody.
keep that to
nothing.
yourself.
Yeah, because you got people listening, young kids, and whether you like it or not, you're a role model. And if you say you don't have to help somebody out that actually helps you, they're like, oh, well, I don't got to do it. I'm a dream chaser. Dream chasers don't do it.
People who feel that way.
Yeah, it is. But I definitely not one of them.
And some people are just waiting to say, yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. He's right.
Right, exactly.
No.
And that was
wrong.
Well, people actually did, kind of jump on that bandwagon. Some people did agree with him because they had a big conversation about it on the Breakfast Club.
Oh, see, I didn't listen to the Breakfast Club.
Yeah. DJ Emmy and them, they pulled up that clip. He said.
So what was the general synopsis?
And Envy kind of, Charlamagne didn't really do too much chiming in on it. I guess he must help a lot of his family.
Because he's Southern.
Yeah.
That's just Southern.
So, that's just a part
and
of his
Envy
culture.
doesn't.
And Envy was kind of like, oh, yeah, I kind of agree. I'm not really
Envy's
a big
selfish,
fan of
and we know that.
Not really a big fan of him. But, so he agreed. Some people didn't agree. I noticed, I didn't watch the barbershop interview, but I noticed when he made that statement, LeBron kind of like made a face and kind of like withdrew from it.
Yeah, because
he didn't really partake in the exchange of it. Because I'm almost certain he helped tons of people. He always pays homage.
Look at Maverick. His whole life is about using the people that you have around you. Using your childhood friends, using people that have come into your life, and helping them to get a platform. Because really, that platform is for Maverick. LeBron doesn't need the platform, but he's helping his friend become a celebrity of whatever he wants to do, journalism, interviewing people, whatever. So that was like a slap in the face to anybody who has helped somebody. you know, out. So I didn't even know that was a larger conversation, but I know it struck a chord in me and I didn't like it. So I'm glad that we had this hip hop conversation. So with that being said, you guys, I think we've all said something. Everybody's good. Everybody,
Yeah.
any party words? Okay, cool. We're gonna end this episode. Like I said, now you have 2 audio podcasts that are kind of different, totally different actually. And this will be up tonight or tomorrow. And I just want to thank you all for listening. Please subscribe. We really need the subscriptions. It's up on so many platforms that I had no idea existed. Asian platforms, German platforms. I'm seeing it all over, but it's not reflecting to me because I need you guys to actually go to my page, Front in Your Pocket on YouTube, Front in Your Pocket on Instagram. I need you to like, subscribe and share and spread the word, because this is great when you get all these different generations together, men and women, and we all have viewpoints or whatever. And this will help you have a conversation with your millennial or your mom or your auntie or uncle or cousin or whatever the case may be, or your tay-tay, you know? So just keep tuning in, and we're looking forward to bigger and better things. Thank you. We love you all.